Good morning, everybody. Alexander here, High Winds EDC. You will hear my little munchkins. They are right at this door trying to interrupt what I got going on, but they are beautiful children. They are the light of my life. So if you hear them, just bear with me. Anyways, my name is Alexander. High Winds EDC is the channel. I'm drinking a black iced Americano. It's as hard as it gets. So yeah. Today I wanted to talk to you folks about the drivers of Fixed Blade February. Those are the fixed blades that I am predominantly using this month, the month of Fixed Blade February. Now, some of my content has been throttled on Instagram right now. You know, Instagram is a place right now as it stands. It's not very pro knives, pro Second Amendment, so they throttle a lot of that kind of content, but they can have smut run amok in their algorithm, and so it's just like a double standard, I feel. But that is neither here nor there. We're here to talk about EDC gear, right? The thing that brings us all together, right? I used to say I was introduced, I showed up for the knives and the gear, and I stayed because of the people, right? Because, you know, you join a Facebook group, or you start following a YouTuber and you start commenting in the channels, asking questions, and then that becomes a, hey, I remember you. You start your own freaking channel, and then you're like, now you're a reviewer. Anyways, so that's why I keep on doing this. I'm trying not to lose motivation, in a manner of speaking. I know this happens to everybody. It's not isolated to just me, so I know it's not personal. I just know that something's got to give, right? Anyways, let's talk about those drivers. I want to talk about the first driver that I absolutely love. It's this guy right here. The Lander 4 is probably going to be fixed blade of the year. I'm calling it early. It's my favorite fixed blade so far. It is a nice, ergonomic little guy. Lots of attention to detail. The finish isn't all that great on it, but this is a good work knife. Good for utility, good for a little bit of construction work, a little bit of ranch work, if that's what you're into. I can see it. I got this DP steel and leather pocket sheath that works wonderful because it is such a slim sheath to begin with. It kind of really tapers to this knife a little bit better, but I still like it. You do have the booster bead made after the boosters of the shuttles that get blasted off into space. 14C 28N blade steel, a moon dust finish. That's what I was talking about earlier. Olive green micarta, or green canvas micarta, I'm sorry, which is really starting to patina really nicely. I'm carrying this thing all the time. It takes a lot for me not to put this in my pocket. I have fallen in love with it. I like everything about it. You do need the lanyard for a full 4-finger grip. You got great options to choke up back here, and the balance is a little off, but it's a great knife. And this is like the number one in the pocket. I love it. The second knife that we have, of course, is the Kizer Smoltz. Now, I can't remember if this knife came out in 2023 or 2024, but I know this version came out in 2024. This is the black micarta with the wood inlays, Amazon exclusive from Kizer. This is a great one. I carry this one mostly on the small of my back now as my backup knife, and the Lander will be in my pocket. That'll be my pocket fixed blade, and so I just really like the way this carries. These are soft loops from Redeem Creations. I have had these for years now. They are sold out on his website. I don't think I'll ever get rid of them. I've lost them once, and then I found them, and so now that's why I'm rocking them on this sheath. But in case I ever want to carry this in the pocket, I have my Paradrop leather universal pocket sheath that this really fits well into, because it's kind of already form fitted into it. When I do carry the Lander in here, there's a little bit of play inside of it, but the more the day goes on, the more press fit it becomes. But even still, The Universal Pocket Sheath by Paradrop Leather, guys, I highly recommend them. I really hope he starts doing a bunch of runs of these in different color configurations and patterns and stuff. Steve really knocked it out of the park with this one. It's very on brand for him. The leather is of the utmost quality. The craftsmanship is amazing. So if you guys can, get yourself a Paradrop Leather Universal Pocket Sheath. We also have, I wanted to show you how I got my soft loop set up for my lander. Sorry. These are the soft loops. This is a great, if I want to carry the lander on the small of my back, if I, like today, I'm wearing a jacket, this would be a great knife to carry on the small of my back because it's easy to conceal. It does have an adjustable retention screw, which I think is awesome. I have mine dialed in not very strong because it's already got a strong retention, and the more you crank it down, it really can get tight around the lander floor. Sorry, I jumped from the lander floor to the smolt back to the lander floor, but I forgot to mention this. It was in my pocket. So anyways, there's that. Then I want to talk about the Haas knife. This is a knife that I really liked, but I gave up on in the at the beginning of the year last year. This is the Petrified Fish Beluga. I've fallen back in love with it. The reason why I didn't like it so much, I think, was because the sheath options for it, the carry options for it, were not that great at the beginning, but I finally switched it back to its Tek-Lok, the original Tek-Lok that came with it, and so far it's been a treat to carry. I'm not saying that I advocate for like carrying a self-defense like knife, like that's not why I carry knives. Sorry, I gotta clip it back on. That's not why I carry knives. I carry knives as tools, but whenever I got to go into Baltimore, I carry this guy with me. So yeah, this guy is really nice. I like carrying it in a horizontal fashion because I told you guys before, in a vertical fashion. In a vertical fashion, it's easier to conceal. So it won't like ride up. It takes a long travel time for your coat to become open carrying, and so it's just really nice to conceal whenever you're vertically carrying a larger fixed blade, I feel like. So yeah, and then we also have this guy right here. This is what I've come to know and love now. This is when I'm at work, I'll carry the Knipex 5-inch pliers in my standard Tale of Knives sheath with my pen going right here. It'll either be my Fisher Space Pen Bullet, or it'll be this Smooth Precision Pen bolt action style pen, and made out of titanium, and this is how I will carry this on my belt on my strong side, probably in like the 3 o'clock position, as close to it as I can get. And this is like my pliers, so I'm not carrying my Leathermans or anything like that. I am carrying these pliers. And then for my backup tools and my flashlight, we are carrying the Hastati. Now, the reason why I love the Hastati, it's a smaller leather caddy. Sorry, it's just caught up in the pocket. It is a smaller leather caddy, but it is able to fit in the pocket alongside a pocket sheath for a fixed blade. So I can carry both of these in my pocket, and it's not super bulky. It really isn't, because both of these are very slim caddies. And I have two of those, but it's very easy to get in and out, and they're just kind of like right up against each other on their spines right here. Very comfortable to carry. And inside of here I have my micro streamlight. I forget, this is the Coyote Tan one, so it starts off in the high beam and it drops down to the low beam, which I really appreciate. Like I told you guys, it's the knife that I can give to somebody and I know that it's going to be fine in somebody else's hands. I did have to send off my ramp bit. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they can get that figured out. And then of course my Bit Bar Inline Max. I use this all the time. I've told you guys I am a glorified furniture mover, and part of my job, I'm in the water mitigation industry, and more oftentimes than not, we have to manipulate people's contents, so their furniture. If your house floods and we have to move your bunk bed, this guy comes in handy, because a lot of the screws that bunk beds are tied together come on the Bit Bar Inline tool set as a standard. So like the Allen keys are here. The Phillips is here. Oh, that's why I was a schmuck. I was using the Phillips 3. Never mind. Sorry, I just kind of realized something. The Torx T6 and T8 are here. So I kind of got everything that I need for all of the knives that I carry right here, and it's just a great little tool. I didn't think it would be a great workhorse of a tool, especially since it is so skinny and narrow, but I really like it. I don't see this coming out of the pocket or being replaced anytime soon. It is a really good design, and it is very durable, and it is held together with the pocket clip with a T8 screw right there. So it's really nice. I like it, and that's how I am rocking Fixed Blade February this year, guys, because I take it very seriously, except for the 12th of the month. That's my anniversary. I carry my Pena Mula. But yeah, that's kind of more or less what I got going on here. These are the drivers of Fixed Blade February, and then maybe I'll throw in a utility blade or something at the end of February, come March or something like that. But other than that, guys, this is it. This is what I like to carry. I think it is very functional. Fixed blades are, and all of the knives that I carry are really nice. I forgot to mention the blade steel on the other two knives, so I'm sorry for that. I kind of am jumping around a little bit, but the blade steel on this guy is 154 cm, and it's a great little knife. I like it. I've been able to I'm starting to be able to manipulate it a little bit better. It's just gotten really comfortable for me, and I like it. It is really lightweight, but it's also got a great neutral form factor, and it's just a really nice fixed blade that is easy to handle, and I like it. And then the Beluga is out of N690 blade steel. I have to double check, give me just a second. N690 blade steel. Yeah, N690 blade steel, and this one I'm a little bit more nervous to manipulate like that, but it still can be done if I need to. I haven't really gotten good at throwing it. I don't practice throwing knives regularly, but since it is a bit of a hoss of a knife, I don't really want to hurt myself by accidentally dropping it. Never try to catch a falling blade, guys, unless you're an idiot like me, but we're good to go on that. And let's kind of see how the lander handles. You know, you get a little bit of free time in your day. This one's a little bit easier to handle. It's just, its balance is off a little bit, so it'll rotate as it's in the air and stuff like that, but it's nice. I can just flip it to somebody, hand it to them. I don't mind handing this knife to somebody. It is a very inexpensive knife. I just don't want them to lose it is the thing, or break the tip. So yeah, anyways, this is a good little knife. This one's easier for throwing, but like I said, I don't primarily use them as weapons. I use them as tools, and so there you go. The drivers of Fixed Blade February. Sorry if I rambled a little bit. Thank you guys very much for your support. If you're on Instagram, go follow me. That account is being throttled for a little bit. I have appealed the system, but your guys' support means everything to me. This is one of my only two hobbies that I actually have and that I actually enjoy, and it takes up most of my quote-unquote free time. So if you guys could support this channel, if you guys could support my Instagram channel, I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.